This is Module 6, Lesson 2 problem set. Number 1 says find the total number of stamps each student has. Draw tape diagrams with a unit size of 4 to show the number of stamps each student has. The first one has been done for you. So you can see the different pictures of stamps, each stamp representing one stamp. So since they're counting by 4s, I think it would be beneficial for us to label off to the side, counting by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16. So that we know that Dana has 16. Tanisha has 4, 8. Raquel, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then Anna, 4, that doesn't look like a 4. Try that again. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. That labeling is going to help us make our tape diagrams down below. As you can see, they did Dana already. Each box of the tape diagram represents 4, and there were 4 rows. So 4 boxes of 4. Whereas Tanisha had 2 rows of 4. So 2 boxes with 4 in each. Raquel had 6 boxes, or 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anna had 8 rows of 4. So there's our tape diagrams to represent each of the picture graphs up above. Number 2 says explain how you can create vertical tape diagrams to show this data. As of right now, our tape diagrams are horizontal. They go side to side like the horizon when you look at a sunrise or a sunset. But when they're talking about vertical, that means they're going up and down. So I can create vertical tape diagrams by turning these tape diagrams it shows the same data but in a different way. So number 3 says complete the vertical tape diagrams below using the data from problem 1. So all we're doing is turning them for A, but keeping the same information. So Dana, already done, had 4 rows of 4 for 16. Tanisha had 2 rows of 4. For 8 total. Raquel had 6 rows of 4 for 24. And Anna had 8 rows of 4 for 32. Now notice on B, they took the same people, but now their boxes are less, like their tape diagrams they're less, but each box represents more. So for Dana, she had 16 total, and each box represented 4, but now she has only 2 boxes with 16, but each box represents 8. So they've doubled the amount in each box, but they've cut the amount of boxes in half. So for Tanisha, in order for her to get boxes of 8, she only needs 1 box of 8 because she had 2 boxes with 4 in each. For Raquel, she needs 3 boxes of 8. So if you could figure out, you could count the sets of 4 over here. You could go, here's 1 set of 8, another set of 8, and a third one. That's one way you could figure it out. Or you can look at their final amounts, which was 16, 8, 24, and 32, and divide them. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 24 divided by 8 is 3. And so each of your answers tells you how many boxes you're going to need. So 32 divided by 8, or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 boxes of 8. Alright, so then on C, what is the good title for the vertical tape diagrams? It could also be a good title for the horizontal tape diagrams. So they're just asking what's a good title. There's a variety of titles that could work for this. This is just one example. Number of stamps collected. D, how many total units of 4 are in the vertical tape diagrams in problem 3A? So each unit of 4 is a box. So basically, how many boxes of 4 are in the vertical tape diagrams in problem 3A? So you have to count each individual box from the tape diagram. So this one had 4. So Dana had 4, Tanisha had 2, Raquel had 6, and Anna had 8. So if you add all of those together, you get 20 total units of 4. How many total units of 8 are in the vertical tape diagrams in problem 3B? Dana had 2, Tanisha had 1, Raquel had 3, and Anna had 4. So if you add those together, you get 10 total units of 8. So then it says to compare your answers in parts D and E. Why does the number of units change? The total number of units is less in E because the value of each unit in the vertical tape diagrams in problem 3B is greater. Another way you could word that is they doubled the value of each unit so there were half the units in D. Looking at G, it says Matthias looks at the vertical tape diagrams in problems 3B and finds the total number of Anna's and Raquel's stamps by writing the equation 7 times 8 equals 56. Explain his thinking. Matthias counted the number of units for Anna and Raquel, which is 7, and multiplied that by the value of each unit, which is 8. So, Anna and Raquel's stamps equal 7. Each unit represents 8, so he multiplied 7 times 8 equals 56 stamps. And that's the end of Module 6, Lesson 2 problem set.